Hi there, Matthew here from Horty Strength Coach. You might notice that I've got a little bit of a bead on. I've just finished a workout, nothing too intense today, but I thought it'd be good to just do a mobility session for post-workout. A bit of a cool down, 10 minutes that you can do. I'd recommend taking the time to do this. It'll pay dividends in the long run, really. Okay, we're gonna start at the top and work our way down through our body. So, just in a comfy position, it doesn't matter what. Sitting tall, just going for head turns. Nice and easy to begin. Okay, then looking forward, tuck your chin in, just look down, and then up, down, and try and time looking up as you breathe out, and then breathe in as you look down. Okay, now we're just going to move on to our wrists. So on all fours, palms pointing forward, arms directly underneath your shoulders, just rocking back and forth. Now, depending on your wrist flexibility, you might get further than me. Totally at your own discretion how hard you push these stretches. Now point your palms out the way, so fingers facing out. Rock side to side. Good. Now palms pointing back. Superb. We're going to go into a child's pose now. So that is hips above your knees, reaching as far forward as you can, and you're thinking about pushing your shoulders into the ground, like so. And if you want to make that a little bit more difficult, you can come up onto your fingertips. Just rock side to side. Superb. Then onto all fours, just going for cat-cow stretches, extending and then flexing. We'll go for 8 of those. Good. Okay, now we're going to start getting into our hips. So, lying on your back, pull your feet up like so, cross one foot over, hands on your ankle, pulling down, and just gently pulsing as you push your knee down, making sure that you don't let your foot slide up your thigh. So just give it a gentle push, hold for maybe a second, then let it relax. We'll go for 10 of those. You should be feeling that on the outside of your hip and your glutes. Good. Now swap legs. Exactly the same thing. Okay, we're going to go back to the first leg again. Same position, gently pushing down, and then you're just rocking from side to side as far as you can. So you don't want to sort of roll off your back. You might feel the stretch intensify as you reach the sort of peak of the movement from one side to the other. Good. Swap sides. Excellent. Okay, I should have mentioned at the start, you're going to need a band or a belt or a strap of some sort. We're going to go into hurdler stretch, so that is one foot behind you like so. If this isn't possible, if you've got knee injuries or anything that would limit this, you can just go foot in front like that. Okay, so make sure you're pointing your toes, sitting up, just reaching forward for a hamstring stretch to begin. Good. Now we're going to lean back, so you're just working back slowly. For some of you that might be enough stretch here in your quads and your hip flexors, or if you can, onto your elbows, or you can even go right onto your back with hands overhead. Try and keep your core engaged. You'll see my back is arching up a little bit. Hopefully, if I can get more flexible, that would stop. But also I think just the size of your legs will make a difference when you're doing this. We'll just hold. Remember to keep your breathing going. Again, don't worry if you can't get as far into the stretch as me, just go as far as you comfortably can. And try and gently increase that range. Good. A little bit longer. And we'll just slowly push up out of that. Superb. We will swap sides. Same thing, toe pointed, reaching forward for hurdler stretch. Yes, and then just leaning back into that quad and hip flexor stretch. Probably not ideal to go into that as fast as I did. Again, I'm probably more conditioned to some of these stretches, so if you're not, work gently into the stretch and don't just go right back into it, unless you want to get cramp. Just remember to keep your breathing going. Superb. And slowly work out of that. Okay. We're just going to do once more on each leg, this time using our strap to give us a little bit more range of motion and work into our calves a little bit more. So, hurdler stretch to begin. Band or straps going right around your foot, pulling the toes back as well as your body forward. So this will be quite an intense stretch. Just remember, keep your breathing going as well. I say this a lot, but it's really easy to sort of hold tension in your face and stop breathing. It has the opposite effect of what you're trying to do. You want to let your muscles relax, so you need to breathe for that to happen. Good. Swap sides. So a quick stretch like this after my training sessions is absolutely fine. I can do that maybe 2 or 3 times a week. if you are inflexible, you might want to do this twice through. Once you reach an adequate level of flexibility, you don't need to do as much. And I have reached an adequate level of flexibility for my sport and weightlifting, which is, admittedly, you need quite a lot of flexibility to be an Olympic weightlifter. But, you know, I probably don't need to get much more flexible. I just sort of keep it ticking over, keep stretching 2-3 times a week. When I first started, I was horrendously inflexible, and I'm pretty sure I did sort of 4 days a week, 20 to 30 minutes, plus doing weightlifting training. So it does take a bit of effort, but I guarantee you it will pay dividends. I remember getting faster just from getting flexible, and you think it's not much effort to get faster in sports is always good. At the time I was playing rugby, so it made quite a difference. Good. And one last one for our hips. Funnily enough, it's straddle stretch, but we're using the band, so same thing again. Around one foot, just using it to pull us in a little bit further. Again, try and let your toes pull back here. It makes the stretch more intense, and you will feel it in your calves and maybe the back of your knee as well. That's absolutely fine. And you can sort of let your feet rock from side to side as you do this. Good. Swap sides. Just pulling yourself into that stretch. And if you're liking these mobility videos, please feel free, like, share, subscribe, and if you want, leave a comment on the video telling me if there's anything you'd like to work on, because I'll happily take requests, as it were, or you can send it to me in a private message, whatever you want. I've been delighted to see some of the feedback I've been getting. It's been good to hear from some old faces who used to come to my class, and new people who have just given it a try and are enjoying it, so hopefully it's helping. That's the main thing. Good. Okay, 2 more stretches. We won't hold them for too long. Just on your knees, feet together, toes pointed behind you, and you're sitting back. So you might feel that in your quads if they're tight, but you'll probably feel it up the front of your shins as well, which is fine, or even in your feet. You can lean right back into it if you want. I have seen some very impressive variants of this stretch where people are right back without using their hands at all. Feet completely together as well. Good. Last one now. Same thing, but on your toes. So we're stretching the arches of our feet here. Bear in mind that these muscles aren't very big, so you don't want to hold this for too long or be too intense with it. So just gently sit back until you feel a nice stretch through your feet. Definitely good if you're doing running based sports, especially on harsh surfaces like sprinters, people who are working on the track with their spikes and the surface itself. So you need to kind of look after your feet and your ankles. Or if you're doing any plyometric work, it's really important that you stretch off. Good. Superb. Like I said, quick 10-minute cool down. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you do it every training session for at least a month. And tell us how you're getting on anyway.